China's COVID-19 wave has ripped through trading floors in Beijing and is spreading fast in the financial hub of Shanghai. Thinning manpower is adding on to the unpredictability in currency and stock markets, already shaken by China's rocky exit from pandemic curbs. Now, average daily yuan-dollar trading volume fell to about $20 billion last week. That's the lowest level since April. Stock trading volume also eased as traders take ill and keep away from the office. The surge in cases has also hit IPOs, with the China Securities Regulatory Commission calling off a weekly meeting that vetting them last week. The National Bureau of Statistics also cancelled a news conference scheduled for November's economic data. Well, greater Chinese markets led losses in Asia despite the government's pledge to stabilize the economy next year. The Shanghai composite fell nearly 2% today as the city announced that it would shut schools again as cases rise. Shenzhen component closing about 1.5% down. Hong Kong's Hang Seng, meantime, about 0.5% lower as well. And for more, we have Olivia Xiong joining us live from Chongqing, China. Olivia, as we heard, the economic turmoil continues, and now we have the first deaths from COVID-19 reported in China since the easing of controls. What has been the reaction?
That's right. 2 deaths being reported today. And this has been one of the top trending topics on Chinese social media platform Weibo today. But many netizens are questioning whether this death toll is actually being underreported. As we know, China moved to drastically scale back its draconian zero COVID measures earlier this month, removing those lockdowns and quarantine measures. But we have seen a surge in infections. But as we know, what is happening with the official statistics and what's happening on the ground, there has been a little bit of a mismatch. Official figures, for example, today reporting just under 2,000 symptomatic COVID-19 cases in the whole of China. That's even though we know that many people have fallen sick. And that's also because China has stopped officially counting its asymptomatic infections, as well as it has acknowledged that it's become difficult to trace the actual number of COVID-19 infections in the country, also as has moved to scale back mass PCR testing that had been mandatory for the population for a very long time as well. Also, we have heard multiple reports from various media outlets also saying that there has been an increase in activity in the hospitals. These hospitals are being overwhelmed with COVID-19 patients. Also, crematoriums are reporting an increase in the number of deaths. And so that has led to skepticism, especially given the challenges that China is now facing, given the rollback in its measures, given its very low vaccination rate, especially among its elderly population. Experts are saying that this death toll is likely underreported, and there are many more deaths being seen in the country. Some studies have estimated that there could be up to 1.5 million deaths as China looks to live with the virus.
And Olivia, given these developments, do we know if Chinese authorities will continue to ease restrictions?
Well, Liz, that's the other part of the challenge that China is facing. Well, coping with a surge in the number of infections and the need for medical care, with medicine running short in many cities, including Beijing. And we've seen, today Beijing authorities saying that the ambulance hotline is getting 5 times the number of calls compared to usual periods, which, although is slightly lower compared to more than a week ago, this is still an extremely high number. But the other part of China continuing to press forward with rolling back its measures is its economy. It's been hoping that with the relaxation of these measures, that its economy would be able to bounce back. But we haven't seen this happen just yet because many people in the workforce have been sick, and that has led to challenges for many businesses operating. And so today we saw Chongqing, this mega city where I am, here announcing that people, even though they may be showing COVID-19 symptoms, that they will be allowed to work, even if they are showing symptoms and even if they are positive, showing that they are not as concerned about this transmission moving forward. And really, it will remain to be seen how authorities move to continue to balance these two needs of the population, as this could only be the start of a growing wave of infections here in the country.
Well, many thanks for that. Olivia Xiong there reporting from Chongqing, China.